Coming back home, and the Black Stars certainly know why a good outing against Madagascar will be crucial to their fortunes of qualifying for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast. The team held a presser that is yesterday. Let's take a listen to what Coach Otto Addo and also Andre Dedeayu said ahead of this match.
We can't underrate them. It's going to be tough. It's a different match. Sometimes it's more difficult to play against teams where you are the favorite, where everybody have different expectation, where you have to show, and then we don't know why the ball is not going into the net. Sometimes these are more difficult games than a game where you are not so under pressure, where everybody thinks, oh, they will beat you. It's sometimes easier to play against Portugal than Mozambique or Madagascar. I'm very, very confident. We have a good squad. We have a good mentality, good players who can show up, and therefore I'm very, very confident and looking forward to the match.
We are going to give everything that we have to make sure that we get the win here and start on the right foot, because this campaign is going to be long with a lot of games, and it's always good to start it with a victory, because it gives a lot of confidence and strong mentality for the rest of the campaign.
Right, that match is later this evening at 7 p.m. We are crossing live to the Cape Coast Stadium, and my colleague Sicho is standing by. Sicho, thank you very much for joining me here on Midday Live. If you can tell me, what is the mood like in camp ahead of this, can I say, big game for the Black Stars?
Yeah, good afternoon. I think it's a big game. It's the AFCON qualifiers for sure. So every game that gets into a major tournament should be classified as such. Yeah, I think with the mood with the players, it's one of positivity. And when you've seen the players train, you've seen them take their routine walk. The mood in the camp, it's one of, if you like, joy, positivity. The mood is, they are happy. And I think it's the first time they've met since they qualified the national side to the World Cup. And so a lot of that buzz, I have a feeling, still hinging around the side. So you see the players, they're in good mood. They are looking forward to the game. And I think, we might see that on the pitch.
And this is the first time, like you mentioned, after the World Cup qualification, but we've seen some new faces in the team. How is the starting 11 looking like? You're already at the stadium, ready for commentary duties. How is it looking like?
Yeah, there's still some doubts about who starts or who doesn't start and how the team plays. The only clue we got was that the coach is going to trust the system that he used to play against Nigeria, which is also confusing because he played about 3 different systems from tactical viewpoint. So we are looking at a back 4 where we could have a Barraman slot into the left back in this very game because it's very much available. He wasn't at the time, although he could sit in his right back position. There's also talks of maybe moving and then Amata playing in centre back. But there's also an angle where as it's confusing, because if you're going to play the 3-back system we played in the second half in Nigeria, then we are looking at perhaps Jonathan further up the pitch to be the wing backs in the middle of the park. It quite selects itself. Many have said that when you look at how they've trained, probably it's going to be Wakasu playing in the middle of the park around Baba Idrisu. Then it's going to be Kudus. There's going to be the possibility of the strike partnership between Dedeayu and his brother Jordan Ayew.
Right, and before I let you go, like we mentioned, new players in the team, how are they blending with the old stock? You also mentioned Wakasu. He's come under serious criticism this week for getting a call-up to the national team.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he very much has. But talking about the new boys, I think, again, we saw the tradition that the players did for themselves, or the team did for themselves when the new arrivals came during that period where they were qualifying or playing the qualifying series for the World Cup in the playoffs. And so you look at the new boys, they don't look out of place, not at all. Nobody could actually point to any of those players and say that Barnier is new to the squad or Okra was new to the squad. They very much look like a part of the team. And so it's one body. You look at the team and the way they train, the way they prep, the way they move. It's very much it. And so there isn't any question about people being isolated. New boys not settling in well. I think the mood around the camp, as I said, is positive. Wakasu has come under lots of criticisms, as you said, and the manager defended him by saying that he's an experienced player. And when he played the last time against South Africa here in Cape Coast, he was great. And so he's counting on that greatness and the experience that he's got to bring to the fore. For sure, you need experienced players in the side as to whether he's fit enough to be in the team and give the 100% that everybody expects of him. It's it's hours away for us to all learn.
Sicho, thank you very much for joining us here on Midday Live, and we're wishing the Black Stars all the best. Still staying with that though, Ghana and Lodogorets striker, that is Bernard Tepkwete, has thrown his weight behind the Black Stars to beat Madagascar at the Cape Coast Stadium. He spoke to Kelvin Owusu on New Day earlier this morning.
To go all out, to play with their heart, to give their best to the nation, with the coaches also to support each and everybody on the pitch. They should be united. You know, when they are united, it's very difficult things to separate. So I just wish them all the best, and then I hope they will come out with victory today.